Otro segmento más de Hecha Pa' Acá Vegano. Another segment of Hecha Pa' Acá Vegano brought it to you by moi. Thank you so much for all the people that have been requesting to add to my page. I hope that this grows. Please, please, please give a thumbs up if you like it and share it with your family and friends. And today we're going to be making Pique de Limón, lime hot sauce, and this is very traditional of Puerto Rico. You will go to Puerto Rico and it doesn't matter what you eat. They say, get a pique. You want pique. And in Puerto Rico, they sell people who does them homemade. They sell them. I'm moving a little bit further because I'm about to show you guys something. In Puerto Rico, many people sell them and they call artisans type of pique or artisans type of hot sauce. And it has become very famous lately. And people have said, it's artisanales. But guess what? The truth is that has been years and years and years in the making. I mean, this is not something new. Things in Puerto Rico have been reinvented because a lot of the traditions, unfortunately, have been lost. Like this generation, and I think probably because of the parents, they have not been teaching their children about the traditions and how to make things from scratch. Just like when people do coquito, they use Coco Lopez. And the truth is that when my grandma was, and I was little, and she was making this stuff, she did not use nothing made of can. Everything was from scratch, from the coconut tree. So when she used to make these type of things, the pique, it was all from the backyard. It was the lime from the trees. It was the peppers that she will grow and the herbs and all that stuff. So nothing was coming from a bag. Everything was from the patio. So we're going back to the roots, and I'm going to show you this Pique de Limón lime hot sauce with a tweak, because I'm going to tell you an ingredient that usually the commercial ones or some people don't add, but I'm going to be adding. So this is a commercial brand, and my friend sent me this one. This is called Boricua Puertorrican Hot Sauce, and this actually looks like the regular hot sauce that you see in the States, but guess what? Puerto Rican pique is so different than this. Yeah, you will see this one. This is all more puree, but the Puerto Rican pique is like a crafted pique. It's like you add the ingredients and you let it ferment it for 12 days. And one thing that I want to talk about, the fermentation process, do not put this on the sun outside. Many people on Facebook and YouTube and some of the recipes say, yeah, leave it on the sun. Nope, you cannot do that. Because the thing is that in Puerto Rico, the sun is very consistent, it's very hot. And you might try to leave this like one day outside and probably it's not going to, nothing bad is going to happen. But the problem with the heat is that the heat creates humidity. And this is going to take a fermentation process, and you don't want the heat and the humidity to create bacteria, and then you will have to throw this hard work out because it has bacteria. Not only that, you can get seriously sick because fermentation is a bacteria that is going to be good for your guts. However, there's some other bacteria that are grown in some type of fermentations when leaving outside, and it can cause serious harm. So let's start with this process. Vamos a comenzar con este proceso. And the first thing that I'm going to start with is to show you I'm going to use a spoon of sofrito, and I have a video on how to make Puerto Rican sofrito. There's actually two versions of the sofrito, and this is another thing that people confuse. There's something called recaíto, and there's something called sofrito. The recaíto is all green, and the sofrito, they add the red bell peppers, and some people add the tomatoes. However, when you add the tomatoes to the sofrito, the storage lives, it is shorter because tomatoes get to ferment really fast. And that's the way my grandma used to make it. My grandma used to make recaíto, which is all the green And I have, like I stated, the video describing what is the difference of that. And when she used to make the sofrito, and the sofrito per se, recaito is very original from Puerto Rico. It's actually the way they used to do it. However, sofrito brings the cultural aspect of spinners, like from Spain. And they added tomato, and they brought the bell peppers to Puerto Rico and things like that. So that's when the sofrito, that's the difference of the sofrito. And many places they have different type of sofrito, Cuba, Santo Domingo. Anyway, moving on. So this is sofrito. It doesn't have tomato, of course, because like I said, it fermented fast. I only do that once in a while if I'm going to do something that I want to add it. Anyway, I'm going to be using apple cider vinegar, and that's a cup of apple cider vinegar. And I love this one. It is the raw unfiltered one, organic. You need the good bacteria that has the apple cider. Is good for your guts. It's good for healing the gut and to alkalinize your body. I have garlic, like 5 pieces. I have perejil from my patio, parsley. I have thyme for my patio. I have cilantro, not for my patio. And this is the ingredient that I'm going to be adding, that typically people who sell them or people who make it and show them the YouTube, they don't add it. But this is 4 leaves of mint. And I love the mint flavor because it adds that touch of sweetness and that aroma. And lime and mint, it smells delicious. And I want my pique not only to smell lemony, but I want it to have that kick of minty, just like with the mojito, and that's going to taste amazing. There's a few left from my patio, and this smell delicious. They do well in the cold winter, so you can have them outside or in an area that is pretty cold, but at least close. I'm going to add that. Anyway, okay, so aquí we have here bay leaf, hoja de laurel, ralladura de limón, the lime skin, and I use this for that. And I think it has the skin of what? Of 1 lime. Yeah, 1 lime. And then you have the peppers. And it's, I will say, a teaspoon. And here we have the peppers. This is another thing that I'm going to mention of distinguish. I am using jalapeno peppers, and I'm using Chischitos peppers. Chischitos are mild savory, but they have really good flavor. The Pique in Puerto Rico is very, very hot, and they use something called Pique's Caballero, but it is very traditional from the Caribbean, and you are not going to find that in the States unless imported from Puerto Rico or the Caribbean. If you are in New York, in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Florida, maybe, I really don't know. I don't think that I have heard. Nobody who's been in those areas have ever find the Pique Caballeros. It is like we call it Ajices Caballero. So the chiles caballero. Anyway, so I'm using jalapeno pepper. Another thing, you can use the habanero peppers, and that can actually be at later. I could not find them when I went, unfortunately, to the store this week to get this stuff done, and I was very sad. So I might go later and add it later. You can do that. And I have here, I already had it, 1 whole lime in here. This one will be 2, and then half of the other one, and I have half in here. I used a little bit of that yesterday when I made my pho soup. Anyway, let's start with the business. Ojo, be careful. This, not these ones. Oh, and I have my bowl container, okay, my glass container. Ojo, be careful. Do not. I'm doing this because right now I don't know what I'm thinking. But do not put your hands in any part of your body. After this, wash your hands really with soap. This is going to stain, is going to burn you, and it already happened to me in my eye. Thank you very much. Not making that mistake again. And what you do is like you cut them in half, and it's going to make That looks beautiful. Another thing, do not throw the seeds. The seeds are important. And the seeds give flavor. It's delicious. And oh, I don't want to make a mess. This is the problem. I need to get my other camera going. My professional camera, so I can have a stand. And the control to take the videos, because I'm planning to make more videos, and I apologize that I haven't been making more videos. My life has been very busy. Okay, so I add that already. Let's add this. Oh, and another thing, you're going to be adding salt to the taste. Okay, I'm going to be adding this. You have to let this ferment at least for 12 days kind of, but every single day you give it a shake. Another thing, do not close this hard. Like when you put the lid, do not tighten it, because remember, this is a fermentation process. You don't want this to blow on you. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, I need that camera. Okay, let's see now. So this is me closing it. It's not going to be, this is not closing well because I use this for canning, and unfortunately I use it for other stuff. But you get the idea. God bless. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, so it's not that tight. It's kind of easy for me to open. It's not that tight. Okay. Oh, I apologize for that noise. This is like, oh, the worst video ever. But anyways, like Puerto Rican says, anyways. And I love pique. Let me tell you something about the pique. You're going to only use, to be honest, like 1, 2, or maybe 3. I'm going to add a little bit of that because this is like a teaspoon. There we go. Oh my God. That smells so good. That mint is giving the amazingness of the flavors ever. And I'm going to put this first. You're going to be using only a few drops of this stuff when you put it into the food because, like, trust me, this is going to be hot. And this thing here that I have, it says what? 1/3 of a cup of lime juice. I could probably add the other lime that I have, which I can do that. So let's say 3 juices from lime. Another thing, people usually don't add this from the lime, and I'm telling you, you need to add this. Thank God it did not fall inside. Look at that goodness. How you're not going to add that goodness to it? That's actually what is going to give it the flavor. Okay, I'm going to, give me a second. My hands are full of, I apologize, I have a mess. Oh, I have my pineapple. It's being here for 30 minutes with vinegar, white vinegar, and baking soda. Getting all the pesticides and GMO stuff that they put. And I'm going to be making a pineapple pique. Okay, here we are. I apologize for the mess. I'm going to get my spoon. And I'm going to mix this. Oh, no. This is going to be sabroso. It's going to be so good. Híjole. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's already hot. It's already hot. You can make it as hot as you want. And let me tell you, that mint, oh, that mint is delicious. That mint is giving the flavor of the lives. So I'm going to be putting this one's in here. those two from my patio of parsley and God bless, I'm telling you. And these two lawns from the cilantro, because the stencils of cilantro is amazingly good, and people usually throw that out, but I use it all. And I'm going to be adding my salt. And this is, like I said, pink Himalayan salt. I don't use the regular salt because it's not good for you. Pink Himalayan salt and sea salt and Celtic salt. It's good for you. Oh my goodness, look at that. And you know what? I think that what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to double this recipe. I wanted to show you guys how to make it. Let me smell this. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Ooh. Uy, me pateó. That's hard. I'm telling you, you only need a few drops of this. Oh my goodness. The flavors are amazing. Look at that beauty. Oh gosh. I'm going to get a little bit more. It's going to patearme, but. Oh no. Oh no. That is amazing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to double the vinegar. Let's see. Or maybe I can. Vamos a ver. Let's see. I'm going to put a cup in here, but maybe, let's see. I don't want to put, I want to make sure because I only have, you know, this container. Oh, look at you. Yeah. 1 cup. So I'm going to be adding probably this lime and another one of those. And I will let you guys know for sure. Just, you know, keep tasting it. And like I said, don't tie this too much. Don't tie this too much and just leave it. Do not put it in the sun, please. Don't put it in the sun. You don't want this to cause bacteria. Also, don't put this where it's going to be really, really cold. It has to be a mild temperature. And if you, yeah, just leave it on the table, in the top of the table. And that's going to be fine. Let me see. Oh, híjole. Oh, wow. It tastes even better with that extra cup of vinegar, but it's very spicy. But it's okay. I like to suffer. I'm going to add another of the red pepper because I love the suffering. And I think I'm going to add 2 more of the greens. Like I said, this bag cost me like 2 something at Aldi's, and yeah, I got this at Aldi's too, but they didn't have any more of this one. So this ones I left them to dry, and because I like to cook a lot of Asian food and Mexican food anyway. So I'm going to finish this video, and I will take a picture of how it's going to be looking. The end product, of course, is going to be another lime, whatever, you know, this one, and probably half of another one. Or 1 whole and that half. And I'm going to taste of salt, add 1 more of the green, or 2 of the greens, chichimoto peppers, and probably 1 more jalapeno. However, like I stated, I want to add habanero, so I might not add the jalapeno pepper, but I will add 2 of the chachitos, and then I will get habaneros probably this week. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if I talk too much. I tried to explain everything as much as I could. Enjoy this and wait for the pineapple one. I'm going to make another video briefly about how to start the pineapple one because it is a process and the pineapple water needs to get fermented. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Echa pa' acá, vegano!